Okay. All right. So recap. We've been away for a week because I had a party out here on my sister's party. A lot of babies running around. Invited all her and all her bebes. So that happened. I wasn't here. But the week before that, I had a really interesting session where you guys were well, ambushed
Well,
by
two of them were
Karnak.
ambushed.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. But anyway, Grungar was
fine.
bushwhacked by Kardak initially, out of the bushes, and they started beating the crap out. And knocked him unconscious using using the flat side of his axe. Dragged him off into the woods to interrogate him. Then when he went back to get rope because he realized Kardak was coming too, Kardak actually rolled a nat 20 on a death saving throw. Well, I was kind of playing him like a PC, just for shits and giggles. But anyway, he managed to escape, so Hemic chased him to the camp. Several miles. He was like running all day trying to find this guy. Tracked him down to a campsite where a group of Imperial Shadow Legion soldiers were waiting. Kardak was killed by their leader, who picked him up with one arm, threw him across the camp, and curb stomped his head.
What kind of lesson does that teach Hemic? The one person he doesn't kill, someone else goes and kills.
Yeah.
Reinforcing bad behavior.
Well, Hemic was caught, though. He didn't do well on his stealth check. They found him. He gave himself up willingly. He just kind of played it off like, oh, I was just walking through
wanted
here.
information, and then...
Yeah,
and
turns out they escorted him to a tent of an Imperial Shadow Mage, who didn't really interrogate him. He knew who he was, and
I was also fairly confident in my ability to get away.
Yep.
Which I was able to.
Yep, you were able to get away from these guys. Unfortunately, Grungar and Tarkus tried tracking you down, and they were bopping around the woods, and as soon as you came out from hiding, the Shadow Legionnaires found you. You guys got into a fight with them. And it was a pretty hard fight. These guys were bushwhacking you left and right, hitting you really hard if you weren't adjacent to an ally. And you all got reduced to 0 HP. But Grungar rolled a natural 20 on a death saving throw, got back up, and was able to get Tarkus up for a little bit, who was able to crawl to where he could heal Hemic. And so Hemic and Grungar were able to continue the fight and managed to barely win. It was probably the best session I've ever run, considering I was kind of just...
It was kind of great.
Improvising the whole way because we were missing a couple people last week. So, and Cintiq set this whole thing out. It was kind of sad.
No. I learned the ritual. And started another one. Because basically had a whole day off. Anyway, it was lovely.
Anyway, you guys are planning on... You guys managed to make it back to the Hanged Wolf Ale House again, and you're planning on going to Brackenmore.
Yes.
Right? So you guys are departing, I assume. You've had your extended rest. It's early in the morning. I assume you're departing.
Before we go, I'm gonna ask Red if he knows anyone in Brackenmore. Has any contacts or anything there we could talk to or something? Start on a good note with someone if he knows any.
I'm not on a good note with anyone from there. Those dwarves are hardcore Imperial lovers. Just, watch yourself.
Okay, so... If anything, don't mention your name, just to play it safe. Gotcha. I could say we were roughing it.
So, should be easy from here on out once you get on the main road.
Whoa! What was that?
Oh, that was my speakers. I just plugged it into my computer, and had feedback for a second.
Okay. Yeah, it sounded like someone got electrocuted.
You kind of paused before you, like, mid-sentence. You're like, that was my speakers. I plugged it into my head.
I am a Cylon, everyone. Just letting you know. Sorry. I found D&D and gave up on my the plan. So, question: as we're making our way there, do Imperials normally have Scourge as slaves? Like,
Not normally. The docile ones, like certain types of half-giants and stuff.
okay, so not Tarkus and me.
Probably.
Because I was thinking that we can pass ourselves off as like slave bodyguards to Cintiq being all special mage and everything.
Yeah, you try to.
Well, so, because I wasn't here when you all got the thing to find Lydia, like, where'd you have to take her? Does she come with us? Because I have no idea where we have to take her.
As far as that goes, nothing has happened. We don't really have to take her. Unless she chooses to.
Yeah, you're supposed to find her for some reason.
Oh, we found her because we just found her name in
okay.
The journal. That's about it.
So, well, then you just like, well, bye, and then we just leave one day.
That's still essentially.
Well, we're players. It's not like we actually make a lasting bond with this world. Jeez.
Yeah.
For the record, you and me are.
I mean, if you guys do want to bring her along, then bring her along.
If Tarkus wants another mouth to feed, and he provides for her, then fine.
I'm the only one who has a damn nature check.
That's true. Wait, where's the hanged wolf arrow house? I mean, it's up to you if you're going to or not.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to leave it open-ended. It's her choice if you want her to do that, darling.
Let's see. This does Grungar give it? Nope, Grungar no get care.
She's like she actually tells you that she prefers to stay here right now and stay out of the city. Her memories are still fuzzy. You might be able to find some of her family in Brackenmore. Wait, no, not Brackenmore. I'm sorry, not Brackenmore. Gosh, there's Kazral. She's from way far.
See, maybe let's find some of your family in Brackenmore. It's like, but we're going to Brackenmore.
Kazral, yeah, it's Kazral. Yeah, she doesn't want to do the journey down there. She thinks she has family in Kazral. That's like gateway to the wastes. Like the last bastion of humanity in the Empire.
Okie dokie, that's resolved.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So your plan is to go up to the Paylor, or not the demise of the Rayton Manchester, which is the crossroads, and then head to Brackenmore, right? Because that was the actual road.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and the road is actually you've heard tell of this. You don't even need a history check for this, but you heard tell that the road to Brackenmore is actually pretty nice, including what they call Grand Causeway.
Well, prepare for parity.
You don't like history check. You don't know what the Grand Causeway is, but you've heard of it.
probably
is
just
ready
the
to head on
dwarves
out.
with their grandiose naming.
Would that be a dwarf thing or an imperial thing? I wonder. But
Yes.
okay.
Roll a history check, but if you want more, good luck and more.
Yeah, so I'm convinced it's just dwarves being grandiose with their naming.
Racist.
Pretty much. That's the mod you see for a level 4 thing. You know it's dwarf.